Hello and welcome to Foreverland's Influencer Series of the Month. And on behalf of Foreverland, I, Romeo Pierre, the blockchain influencer, would like to thank you, Andrzej Mazura, the founder of JS13K Games, for coming today and for winning.
Hello, it's so nice to be here.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your valuable time. JS13K Games is a game jam competition platform focused on creating browser games that are no larger than 13 kilobytes. So thank you for joining us here today. Andrzej, tell us more about yourself. Let us know about how long you've been in the industry and a little bit more about JS13K Games.
Hello, so I'm a programmer. I'm running Enclave Games with my wife, who is a graphic designer. We are doing that for more than a decade now. And JS13K Games was one of the first projects that we started in 2012. So yeah, that's already a lot of time doing HTML5 games, and besides developing the games themselves, organizing the competition, we also organize local meetups, hackathons, workshops. We are sending newsletters and doing all the stuff we can imagine doing web games.
Cool. That's what's up, man. Great. And so let me share to our viewers what Foreverland does, our mission statement, and then go into the interview a little bit more. So now, to simply put it, Foreverland is a Web 3.0 cloud computing platform with global acceleration, privacy protection, distributed storage, and other tech features. It's a way to publish static website to the internet. And Foreverland's mission is to focus on building a healthier, sexier, sleeker, new, and fair internet by reinforcing decentralization. Now, we want everyone to easily build on a decentralized infrastructure, permissionless, privacy protected, everlasting storage, and borderless. So I would like to thank you, Andrzej, for helping us promote Foreverland's platform as a gaming platform. Foreverland has everything you need to host fast, efficient, and censorship-proof website or apps on Web 3.0. Now, moving on to the influencer of the month, you, Andrzej. Tell me why this year is actually very important and unique, and what are you celebrating this year?
This year's competition had its 10th edition, so we're running the competition for a decade. I mentioned it started in 2012 in August, so a few months ago we were having the 10th edition, which is quite a story for us because it evolved a lot over those years, and it was nice seeing how it was adapting to accommodate to the market or to support developers. So it changed a lot over the years, and it's really nice to celebrate 10 years.
Nice. And just because your accent's really cool, where are you from right now? Where are you located?
From Warsaw, Poland.
Nice. So is it snowing? What's going on over there? What's the weather like?
It's snowing right now. So it was raining a few days ago. It's snowing, so we have the proper winter atmosphere here. So it's really cool.
That is really cool. Seriously. And thank you so much, because I know it's probably really early for you guys. So much appreciated. Question for you: what is your inspiration behind JS13K Games, and what do you see that your organization will be doing moving forward?
Sure. So, as I mentioned, it started in 2012. Before that, I was working in a big corporation as a front-end developer, and at some point decided to see if building games is something that could be a business that you could do full-time. So decided to quit the job and start doing all the possible things with web games. So building games on our own was one thing. I also wanted to participate in online competitions, but back in 2012, you didn't have itch.io or other platforms with hundreds of game jams. There was literally like few a year. There was JS1K, which was a competition in you were participating by creating 1 kilobyte of JavaScript code. So it was very limited. There was also a few website building competitions where you had 10 kilobytes. So it all sounded interesting, but there was nothing specifically for games. So I thought about, okay, so if I can participate, maybe I can start something. So there was this idea of 10 kilobyte game competition, but I thought, okay, so 10 kilo, there's already a few competitions, so maybe make it more original. So why not 13? And it kind of started immediately because we had bad luck as the first team. It was running for a month between August 13th and September 13th. So this 13 was really lucky for us, and it really worked well. People really liked the concept of limited space for building games, web games. And it really got quite popular from the first year. So it was evolving over the years. We introduced some different categories. We had WebXR, where we were exploring virtual reality. We also introduced web monetization API. And recently, the newest addition is the decentralized category, which I think will be a big thing for the upcoming years. So I think the next edition, the second with the decentralization category, will be even bigger than the one we had this year.
See, I think Foreverland is so excited about the collaboration between JS13K Games and us, and especially the fact that you just created a new decentralized category. I think it's exciting times ahead. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So we do plan on expanding on this because we already had Game Dev JS Jam, which runs for 2 years, and we had the decentralized category already, and folks seem really excited about it. And I think I'm a game developer myself, so I'm also really excited about trying those new technologies, seeing what you can build with them, how games can evolve with those technologies. And I think it was great seeing developers interested in that as well. And they seem to want to move from Web 2 to Web 3, which I'm happy to assist. And it really feels like a bright future. And I think this will be the biggest thing in web games for coming years. So we're really excited to be part of that.
That's really cool. And JS13K Games has been running very professional, especially with the whole 3-week voting period and rigorous feedback process that you guys set in place. Can you tell me a little bit more about the whole peer-to-peer voting process, which a lot of other communities don't have anything like that, especially when it comes to winning prizes?
Yeah, so this is also something that evolved over the years. The competition is mainly about the community participating in it. So when we were asking what the developers are expecting, what participants are expecting from the competition in the coming years, even though we have a bunch of prizes and people tend to like free stuff, the most requesting thing was more feedback, because people put a lot of time and effort and commitment and heart into their entries, and they would really like to get as much feedback about the game as possible so they can improve it. So one thing is we have experts, a panel of experts who are focusing not on the voting itself, but only on giving feedback. So experts can, and they are assigned with some small fixed amount of games, so they can actually focus on playing the games and saying what was good, what could have been improved, and it really helps developers get this truly honest feedback from the experts who know what they are talking about. That's one thing, and the other is actually voting, in which the best people to know how much effort was put in a game are other developers. So we literally have developers voting for each other's games, and that's how the winners are selected. Because they have all the knowledge and experience, and they can literally see which entries, in which entries someone was putting a lot of effort to implement something, and which entries are really impressive from the technical point of view. And another cool thing is that the voting app itself was written by one of the community members. So it's truly awesome that the community is working towards making the competition better on itself. And even though this is a competition and you are ending on specific places, you are winning some prizes. I'm truly so happy about seeing participants helping each other during the development period. We have the dedicated channel for feedback, for providing some information on how to improve the games, how to fix bugs, etc. So even though people are competing with each other, I think for most of the participants, the biggest, the most important factor is improving their own game. And if they can help other developers and the other developers will help them make their entries better, I think that's the biggest thing they are winning out of the competition. So I truly, I really like the fact that the community is the heart of the competition, and the developers are helping each other to build better games.
See, kudos to you. I think it's amazing that you implemented that into your organization. And a lot of people haven't, or even thought about that concept. So I applaud you. I applaud you.
Yeah, it was years of evolution and like talking directly with the community. So it's not like, oh, let's do it this way and it just works. But if you want to have your community evolve with you and make your project better, you have to talk with them, you have to listen to them, because ultimately this is something that will work for them, and they are the ones that should benefit from the changes.
Nice. And speaking of feedback, what are your thoughts about the 4EVERLAND's cloud computing platform? Are there any suggestions or ideas of how our partnership can scale and go to that next level, or help developers make more improvements and growths while using the platform, looking towards the new internet, the new era, Web 3.0?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for developers to have their entries put somewhere where they can work on the post-competition versions. They can improve on the entries. They can treat the competition entries as technical demos. If this is good enough, if they get enough positive feedback, they can work on the version afterwards, on the final build of the game. We had many success stories of games being released on Steam. And I think that especially the participants of the decentralized category have the perfect opportunity to experiment with this new and exciting technology. And I think that's really great that they can have a place where they can do that, and where they will have all the tools, all the support they need to grow and to finish their dream project, their game.
That is so true. I definitely think that it needs to be implemented and action on. So we'll take that feedback. So thank you. And can you give our Foreverland community of developers a sneak preview into what you have in store for all the JS13K game enthusiasts next year? And what are some of the themes or plans that you plan on implementing within your organization?
Sure. So I think this will be the first year since the start of the competition in which we will literally have all the time and resources that we will be able to focus on the competition. So we will be working on improving the competition the whole year, not only like 3 months before the start and like 2 or 3 months after it finishes. So we are happy enough to be able to focus on that. We will be working on releasing the new website, new platform that we were discussing over the past few years, and we have a whole bunch of ideas which are still early in development, still early plans, but given we have the time ahead, the competition starts in August, so we still have a lot of time, and we will truly be able to focus on making the upcoming edition the best edition ever. So whenever we will have something interesting that we will be able to announce already, we will do so definitely.
Great, cool. Thank you for your valuable time today, Andrzej.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. We once again want to welcome you to the Foreverland community and hope the development community will continue to use your services and our services moving forward. Thank you for being part of the unbiased, decentralized Web 3.0. And that's all we have for today, folks. So stay tuned for more Foreverland videos. Please do subscribe to Foreverland channels. Hit us on the hit like, share, leave a comment, forward it on. Let us know what else you want to know. And that being said, this is Romeo Pierre, the blockchain influencer, signing off.